Well, it's a Your Carolina road trip down to Clemson, right off the Issaquena Trail on the beautiful Patrick Square. We came to see our friends at Gastroenterologist Associates. Dr. Saha, great to see you.
You too. Thank you for being here.
I love it because we were all looking for the beautiful white brick building.
Yes.
This place is gorgeous. We're going to go inside in just a few minutes and meet some of the other doctors. But tell me about who would come here.
Well, so obviously we do colonoscopies, we do endoscopies, but we do so much more than that as well. We have a lot of young patients from Clemson, and people who would come to see a gastroenterologist. Well, reflux disease, trouble swallowing is a really big one that people don't think about. Any bleeding that's rectal is likely not normal, so you should be evaluated for that. Abdominal pain is a huge one. So those are the big ones that I can think of right off the bat. Oh, of course, gallbladder disease, sometimes we work those up. We take care of the pancreas, the liver as well.
Okay, so this place, I mean, you're like one of 5 locations?
That's correct. This is one of our locations. We have one close to downtown, Greenville, very close to Main Street. We have one at Halton Road, which is by the mall. We have a Spartanburg location, a Simpsonville location. Our goal is to be the gastroenterologist for the entire upstate.
See, I love that, and we're going to delve in just a few seconds about, you know, the colonoscopies and how important that is. Some people sitting at home may be like, I mean, I've had reflux my whole life. I just pop a Tums or whatever you take. You don't have to live like that. You can come and...
You don't have to live like that. Of course, medication is not always the answer. People who have reflux for years and decades, that can lead to worse things.
Yeah.
The scariest of them being esophageal cancer.
Ooh.
So if you've had reflux on and off for years, you should see us. We can provide medications that are safe, counsel you on the risk benefits, and also help with lifestyle modifications, which is important with reflux disease.
All right, you make it easy for us. It was very nice to meet you. We're going to go inside and meet some of the other doctors and really talk about colonoscopies.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Well, we were just outside enjoying a nice conversation with Dr. Saha. Now we're inside with the gentlemen, Dr. Christopher Fayuk and Dr. Sam Abdahu.
Hey.
And you're newer to the area.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you very much. I just started a couple months ago, and I'm very happy to be in the upstate.
Yes. What's it like working here?
Everyone has been wonderful, very welcoming.
Yes, it's a great area. We love it. Friendly staff. You can tell, like, you know, white when we walk in. Dr. Fayuk, tell us about, you know, why someone would want to come here, and then, like, how fast, if they're watching at home, like, oh, I've been putting off doing like a colonoscopy, for example. You can take care of that.
We sure can. Yeah, we do both upper endoscopy and colonoscopy here. This is an ambulatory surgical center, so it's a freestanding endoscopy center. So there's none of the hassle of having to go to the hospital.
That's good because, I mean, you really cover, you know, obviously gut issues, liver, pancreas. I think, you know, colonoscopy, you know, at first it's kind of a big one. What are maybe some myths or concerns people have when it comes to doing something like a colonoscopy?
Yeah, well, I think people don't realize how common colon cancer is, and I think they also don't realize how preventable it is. That by doing a screening colonoscopy when you're supposed to, you can really prevent the colon cancer from happening by taking out polyps, the precancerous lesions.
Do you hear like any results or anything right away, or is it like a, you know, wait a couple day type thing?
Yeah, I talk to the patients right after we're done with the procedure, both them as they're waking up and also whoever comes with them, their family or friends. And I describe what I've done. If there's polyps I've taken out, I talk with them about what they look like, how big they are, how many, and I help them, you know, help us figure out when to do this again. The new start age for general risk people is 45. It used to be 50, but we actually found a lot of colon cancer in people who are really young. And so a lot of the national organizations have moved the age to start back to 45. And then if you have a parent or a sibling with colon cancer, we start even sooner.
All right, so if people are watching right now, do they need like special insurance, or like how does that work?
No, they don't need a referral. They
Okay.
can just call and make an appointment. You know, like we're talking about, we have 3 new doctors, we have a lot of nurse practitioners and PAs. We can get people in really quickly. There's open access. They don't need an office visit first. There's a form they can fill out online, and if they're healthy and they meet criteria, they just come right in and we do their colonoscopy.
Well, y'all really taken all the, hard work out of it, and some of the excuses are like, I would have scheduled it, but there's too many obstacles. So you've taken those all out, so no excuses.
Try to streamline it, make
Yes.
it easy as possible.
I love it. Well, I know you've got patients to see, so we appreciate you taking some time. Welcome to the area.
Oh, thank you very much, Megan. I appreciate it, and I'm very thankful to be here.
You got it. All right, if you want to schedule your appointment, learn more, all the information is at the bottom of the screen. Give them a call today.